did you decide to start
Cinque Rescue, we decided to start the rescue due to the need of the dogs in the local area. There's lots of dogs that don't have loving families, there's lots of dogs that have medical problems, there's lots of dogs that have been ill-treated in their previous homes. We have too many dogs in this country and not enough homes, which is why all the dogs that come in to us are neutered so that they can't have any litters of puppies, and we don't add to the problem. So basically we started it to the Cinque Ports area in Kent, and we rehome locally so that we can keep in touch with all our dogs as well. And you know, we've got lots of lovely adopters and we all keep in touch, and it's great to see how our dogs are getting on a few months down the line.
How many dogs do you rescue a year?
A year, we've rescued in the last 5 years nearly 700 dogs. So every year at the moment we're rescuing between 120 and 140 dogs and finding lovely new homes for them.
Do you own any dogs that have been rescued?
We do. We take in the rescue dogs that need lifetime care, such as these three, and we keep them in our own homes. But we have been known to fall madly in love with the odd rescue dog, and we haven't had the heart to rehome them, and we have kept them. Both of us have done that, all our fosterers actually, and we call them failed fosterers. It's a very special club, and it's when you get that dog that walks into your life and you just know that they're the one.
How has Poppy had an impact in your daily life since you've got her?
An impact in my daily life? Well, she knows how to go through the bin now, which causes me all sorts of fun. But no, in all seriousness, no, she's absolute joy. So obviously you do have to consider when you have more than one dog, things like walks. I've got 3, so you have to consider how you're going to get all 3 of them walked. You know, extra food, and all those little things that you have to consider to make sure that all of your dogs are cared for. But in terms of impact, it's been a very positive one because she's very affectionate. I mean, she loves cuddles and just absolutely lovely. So whenever I come home, I just really look forward to seeing them also. It's a lovely impact, it's beautiful, I love it to pieces.
Why does she have wheels? Because we've all been fascinated about why she has wheels.
She came into us walking on her elbows because her paws were pointing up to the sky. So we've had a few operations now to turn her paws around and straighten them, but it's meant that her elbows and her shoulders are really weak. So she's got her wheels because that means she can get around like a normal dog does.
Hold them up.
That's right, yeah, so she doesn't get so tired.
How do you feel when dogs come in a bad state? And
Heartbroken. I think the only word we can ever describe when we collect a dog that we know, the look in their eyes just says they've had an awful life, is just heartbroken. I think the drive for us is the look in their eyes when we hand them over to their new home and you see that their tail is wagging, they have that sparkle back, that they know their life in the future is going to be amazing. So it is upsetting, but you have to think about what they're going to do in the future.
And what happens to a dog with only one leg?
So Winnie was handed in to us when she was 6 weeks old, and she was born this way. So Winnie was missing her front leg. She's got lots of her ribs are missing, and they didn't want her anymore because they knew that as she got bigger there would be more problems. So we've had her since she was 6 weeks of age now.
And how do you finance what you do?
Financing the rescue is something that we really have to work hard to do. We rely on donations from the public. We do an awful lot of fundraising ourselves all through the summer, our days off, because we both work, we have families, all our fosterers have busy lives, but we have to fundraise. We go out the weekends, we shake those tins, we run little dog shows.
We bake.
We bake,
yeah,
we bake biscuits, we make things.
Yeah, Christmas stockings.
We are funded
purely by fundraising, so it is about the generosity of people that support us.
We have some lovely supporters that run marathons and all sorts of different things, and we're very grateful to everyone, but vet bills still keep rolling in, and we've still got to keep pushing to raise these funds to help as many dogs as we can.
And how do you train the dogs?
So we use treat reward basis, so everything that they do that is really good we reinforce with a positive outcome. So for example, Wanda getting used to having her wheels, she knows every time she goes into her cart she gets a little treat. So what we're saying is every time she does something that we want to reinforce and it's positive, it's a good thing for her because she gets a little present for doing it. So all of the training that we do with our dogs is always positively reinforced.
What advice would you give to someone who spots a stray dog?
So if you spot a stray dog, you should really, if you can, make sure that the dog is safe, so particularly if it's on a roadside, but obviously be mindful that you shouldn't put yourself in danger. You should contact your local dog warden or the council if it's out of hours, or local vets if they're close by. But ultimately keep yourself safe and the dog if you can.
But take to a vet if you can't get to the dog warden, because all dogs should be microchipped now. So somebody with a scanner, such as at a vet, should be able to scan the dog and then hopefully reunite the dog with its family.
What inspires you to do what you do?
The dogs themselves, I think, inspire us. They make us happy every day. There's nothing like the love that a dog can give you. I mean, coming from work at the end of the day, you've had the worst day ever. The dog loves you. It's the only creature on earth that loves you more than it loves itself. And to come in and be greeted with waggy tails, kisses, just to see the dogs so happy. I mean, some of the dogs that come into us have had such a terrible time. They're just so sad, aren't they?
The first time they get to walk on grass and we see how that is just...
That's hot.
It is heart-wrenching.
Heart-melting.
It is,
makes,
So for us it's about giving them the life that they deserve, really. So to be able to be there and be part of that journey is truly rewarding.
And to see the dogs when they go to their new homes with their wonderful adopters and the updates that we get just gives you just this most unbelievable feeling. It really is a wonderful thing to do.
How many breeds of dogs are there in Cinque?
Cinque Rescue at the moment, we've got quite a varied amount of different dog breeds. Our favourite breed are the rescue dogs themselves. Breed makes no difference to us. We'll help, as many dogs as we can, but we normally have the smaller dogs. So at the moment in the rescue, we've got Chihuahuas, we've got Spaniels, we've got
Jack Russells.
Yeah, Jack Russells, of course. And we've got Yorkshire Terriers.
Poodles.
So all different breeds we have in. It really varies every week. We have different dogs come in, and sometimes even we get dogs that we've never, had into the rescue before. So lots of different unusual breeds, crossbreeds as well. We've had some really different looking dogs that have come in that you wouldn't know what their mums and dads look like. So and they're lovely. They're all individuals, so it makes no difference what the breed is.
How many dogs would you say you get in a week?
Varies. In the week before Christmas last year, we had 21 dogs come in. So that was in 1 week.
Most of them spent Christmas with us.
It feels really weird because I've got a dog myself and she's fine, but coming into PQA and seeing some struggle, it's really weird.